Yeah, so, see the time, see the dog. What the fuck are you doing? It's currently like 4:45. I wake up like around 4 to like 4:20 usually, but first 20 minutes of my day, it's always going to be brushing. It's a brush session. I don't even think about it. I'm not even really awake until like the first 5 or 10 minutes of my brush session. And then I realize I'm brushing my hair. So at that point, I'd say I'm fully awake at 4:30, but yeah, my morning routine. First thing I do after waking up and brushing my hair, no Fritos. I feed this rat. I'm just kidding, Mama. You're not a rat. You're not a rat. So while she does that, this is where shit gets really fucking weird. So usually they do a cold plunge, but we're in like the week of winter in Texas, so we're outside. Here we go, night capping. Contrary to popular belief, those push-ups were actually not the worst part of my morning so far. The first thing I really do, I guess, like the first activity that requires brain power, is I clean my room the first thing in the morning. Aside from brushing my hair. So I brush my hair. It's usually like 4 o'clock to 4:15 to like 4:30, 4:45. Coffee brewed, cooling down. It's 4:50. So I like to time myself. I'm gonna say 10 minutes just so it's nice and before 5. My straw sunk. It's very unfortunate. Very tough. Very tough. What time is it? 5:15. Sweet. So, about on time. On time-ish. As long as I'm outside of this house before 6 o'clock, we're gonna be alright. That took like 20-ish minutes. Keep it a buck. But I folded clothes too, so whatever. Point is that after doing that, I can do anything. Like, if I can clean my room, or if I can clean my room at 5 in the morning, bro, nothing can stop me. This is probably the most important thing. Start your day. The Bible. And it really doesn't matter, in my opinion, if you have like a physical Bible or a virtual Bible. It's just like whatever Bible gets you in the Bible at that point. It's really not that serious, bro. Like, truth is truth. Christ is Christ. It's gonna be on your computer or it's gonna be on your book. But either way, as long as you're taking it, dog, like that's what's important. But write down your scripture that you're writing or that you're reading. What does not get written does not get retained, bro. That's more than just organizing your life. That's like with everything. Words are powerful, and like writing things down, not typing in your notes. Like when you write something down, when you make the effort and you put that to a paper and you create those letters, that is like a portal to a new reality. You're literally creating a reality just by doing that. So I'm gonna get this Bible study done, and not a lot to read, but yeah. Okay. I was not gonna do this. It's not my intention, but this stood out to me. And Scripture be speaking, bro. Scripture speaks. So when you're called to it, don't ignore it. It's more shameful and it's more detrimental to your spiritual well-being and like your reality if you are called to Scripture, or if you're called to something in the Bible, or you're just like called to church and you suppress it or ignore it, bro. That is worse than not even getting that signal in the first place. It's worse when you just automatically like, nah, or you just, I'll do it later. Like, that's so much worse. Anyways, Proverbs 10. It's about Solomon, who wrote Proverbs. It tells us, slack hand causes poverty, the hand of the diligent makes rich. Literally, the next line, he who gathers in the summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in the harvest is the son who brings shame. Now, harvest in the Bible does not just mean literal crops, bro. Harvest is like, it's the fruits of your labor, bro. So if you're sleeping during harvest, which is in a physical term, the time that those crops are supposed to be like cultivated, if you're not cultivating your crops, bro, you're ashamed. You're ashamed to your family. You're ashamed to your bloodline. You're ashamed to literally God. You bring shame. So it is that deep, bro. Yes. And I'm not even saying this is that deep because like, oh, blah, 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 like some red pill bullshit. It's just the fact that this is literally in the Bible, dog. This is like the book, one book in the history of books to give to a poor person or to give to someone like in need of anything. The Bible has it, bro. If you're ignoring this book, can't help you, bro. Now, with that being said, hope that helps someone. I'm telling you, bro, once you're like zoned in and you get that momentum going forward, you're never gonna want to stop, bro. Like it becomes addictive. It becomes so addictive to make progression towards your goals and like your purpose and your mission, bro. Like I see myself just like lasered in on my shit every day, and it's the best thing ever because I know that I was not always this person, and I had to make myself this person, and I had to change my habits and learn new habits and force myself into this like mindset that just becomes a lifestyle now. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, changed up a little bit, and walk to the coffee shop and get started on my work. So I'll see you outside.
A few moments later.
Man, I'm washing my sheets, right? And so I have my stuff like piled up right there. Okay, right here. And I will say my iPad was in this case, by the way. It was like this. The distance that my iPad fell in this hardcover case is literally like this, bro. Like not even a full kneecap up. Get this off my bed. And guess what happened to my iPad, bro? Bruh, that is horrible. Jesus. Me personally, I see this as a like more of a spiritual attack than like misfortune, because I had never in my life cracked an iPad. I've gone through iPads before. I've never cracked an iPad in my life. I barely cracked an iPhone, bro. I couldn't even tell you the last time I cracked the screen on my iPhone. It had to be like 6th grade, and that's because some chick had bumped into me and I like flew out of my hand type beat. I never even like really cracked one on my own. I would say on my own faulting. As soon as I start sharing the gospel, this happens. And it wasn't even some crazy accident, bro. This literally fell off my bed into its case, and I don't have a raised bed. But as soon as I decided to commit to this, bro, adversity. So what does that mean? That I'm on the right track. When things get in your way, it means you're moving in the right direction towards your goals, bro. Don't let that stuff stop you.
Yeah. So, like 6:05, I'm on my way to the coffee shop, but something just hit me, you know. Usually on these kind of walks is when I do my deep reflections. I'm very intentional not to be on my phone or like listen to music on these walks, my like morning walks. Whether it's to the coffee shop or I'm walking my dog, this is the time that I get to like take in and really reflect and just like start my day. If you look around right now, not anybody really at all. And again, going back to the Bible, man, God gifted man solitude for his connection and for him to mold. And if you look at scripture, man, every time, whether it be Joseph, whether it be David, whether it be Moses, you look at Jonah, God had them isolate from everyone, bro. They were in a place of either solitude or confinement, because that's when the spirit and that's when your true self really gets to tap in. You have to have time to unplug and get away from all these distractions around us, bro. Because the reason why you don't know your purpose and the reason why people get stuck in life is because they're distracted, and that distraction leads to a painful complacency. But because they're so unaware of their purpose, they never have the means to find it. They, instead of going through the pain of breaking themselves down and finding out what they're made of and what they're made for, they just deal with distraction, and they end up playing video games all fucking day, smoking weed all fucking day, scrolling on their phone all fucking day, going out and partying all the time, bro. And I say this with such passion and conviction because that was literally me a year ago. That was literally the life that I lived, and I know that shit, man. You have to break that cycle, and it's when you find your purpose, you have to lose your old self. You have to lose that life that you lived as a loser. And that's the thing, bro. Losing is addictive. And losing is fun, and losing is easy. I could have stayed in bed just now. I could have been asleep all morning and I wouldn't even have to think about it. That's literally how easy it is to lose. We are wired to lose automatically. So, but the thing is that you don't win until you decide to win. You don't just win on accident. You have to make the effort to win, bro. You have to like really understand that if you don't, it's not going to happen. If you don't make it happen, it's not going to happen. It's your purpose, bro. It all comes down to your purpose. Even if you don't know your purpose, even if you don't know what you want to do, the pursuit of finding your purpose or the pursuit of aligning yourself with your purpose is a purpose within itself. Because on that journey, you are crafting yourself. It's almost like the butterfly effect. You're crafting yourself into a person who's able to make opportunities and be in places around people that had you not done one thing differently today or yesterday, you would have never been able to even fathom that. Which is again why distraction is so fucking dangerous. It is so dangerous. Not even because of the physical distraction, but the mental distraction that comes from physical distractions as an aftermath or a forethought. You want to talk about priorities, bro? People say like, oh no, like video games isn't that bad. I'll study later. I'll study first. Bro, it doesn't matter of the physical action. It goes into the mental aspect as well. Because if you're not on your purpose, bro, you're off of it. It's very simple, really, when you think about it. Priorities. No two things can be equally important. So every time you say yes to going out with your friends, every time you say yes, I'm going to just roll this up one time for the day. It's my only time this week. Blah, blah, blah. It's only smoke at the end of the night. No. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to everything else, bro. Think about that. Think about that every time. You got to think, should I really be going out? Do I really got to see this girl? Do I really got to go out? No, you don't have to. You really don't have to, and you shouldn't. Because if you say no, bro, that's the craziest part. The last year of my life, I said no, probably more than I ever did in 22 years of living. But it has set me up to say so many more yeses than I could have ever before. And the yeses I'm able to say yes to now is so much more fun than the yeses I was sacrificing and just giving up my life for without even knowing. It all comes down to purpose and intention, bro. You live with purpose and you live with intention. I promise you, you're gonna start loving your life. You're not depressed, dude. You're not depressed. You're not stuck in the wrong city. You're not stuck around the wrong people. You don't have a purpose because you're distracted. And that distraction is going to kill you from the inside and then from the outside. Bro, and if you're watching this right now and you're like, fuck, dude, I don't even know where to start. Like, I have no idea what my purpose is. Like, you're on like square zero. Not even square one. You're like square zero. I'll tell you right now exactly what to do, bro. You get a blank piece of paper, all right? Sit down somewhere quiet. Look, I'm gonna go to a library. I'm gonna go to sit at a desk. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. Put on some fucking noise-canceling headphones. Throw your phone in your bag. No music, no fucking frequencies, nothing. So it should be silence or noise cancellation. Just get the noise out of your head. And you think three things, bro. What kind of person do you want to be when you're laying down in that casket? Imagine your funeral, man. Like, who do you want at your funeral, and what do you want them to say? Number one. Number two, what do you want to have? And when I say what do you want to have, I don't mean the material possessions or like the cars and the clothes or whatever. I mean like what kind of influence do you want to have over your family? What kind of communication and network do you want to have with your community? You know, what kind of values do you really hold and do you want to uphold for the people after you? All right. And number three, you need to really think about everything that everyone has done for you to be where you're at today, from your mom to your dad to your siblings, your great-grandparents, and then go up as far as that family tree as you can. Because it'll really tell you a lot about why you're at where you're at, bro. And it can get deep, and I can post a whole other video about this topic, man. But start there, dude. Just think. You gotta think, man. What do you want? Who do you want to be? And why you are where you are today. Those three things will compound and assimilate into a thought that will at least spark bricks for you to start laying. And once you start laying bricks, dude, I promise you, this other shit, start laying bricks, unplug from the distraction, and you will be addicted to winning. You'll start becoming addicted to the displeasure of saying no to your friends, saying no to those chicks, saying no to your old habits, to your old life. It becomes so easy to forget about that shit because you start to click. That doesn't equate to what I want. So I can't do that now because I want it now. The person that I want to be would not want that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be with those people. So I can't be with them now because every time you say yes to that, you're saying no to yourself. You're saying no to your goals. You're saying no to your future family, your future career. You're saying no to all that shit. Every time you say yes to distraction or you say yes to instant gratification and easy pleasure. So the harder something is, the better it feels when you get it done. I'm going to end it with that. And yeah, man, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to some more videos. Oh, hey, go copy all the Brandy, man. Little Clothing Brand Co. You got braids, you got waves, you got long hair, you got short hair. If you care about your hair, get you a sideline Brandy, man. I'm gonna put a link in the bio and throw some up on the screen right now, but I'm out. Peace.
Alone on this road that I'm destined to take, and I know that I'm chosen, I'm wrestling Satan. I'm breaking them curses, I'm feeling them favors. Mix my purpose with pain, that shit made me amazing. Alone with the night and the stars and the faces. I'm going through changes, I'm low when I face it. I'm smoking on gas cause my mind gets erasing. I'm dealing with lust and with envy and hatred. Alone on this road that I'm destined to take, and I know that I'm chosen, I'm wrestling Satan. I'm breaking them curses, I'm feeling them favors. Mix my purpose with pain, that shit made me amazing. Alone with the night and the stars and the faces. I'm going through changes, I'm low when I face it. I'm smoking on gas cause my mind gets erasing. I'm dealing with lust and with envy and hatred. Study